us with a beautiful song.
Good.
Okay, Quinn.
Don't try to sleep when you can't. Get up out of bed and dance. The sun rises for you. That's what I learned from a friend. There's no beginning or end, just a circle full of surprises for you. The weather is fine, the orange sunshine is pouring through the window today. Don't try to go back to sleep. Some promises you can't keep, but the sun always rises at dawn. It's something you can depend upon. And just like the sun you shine on. The weather is fine, the orange sunshine is pouring through the window today. Let's go up to the park. We'll stay on till it's dark. It sure gets cold when the sun goes down. We'll go back into town, put some coffee on. 'Cause who wants to work when all your friends are around? The weather is fine, the orange sunshine is pouring through the window today. orange sunshine is pouring through the window today. I woke up today at dawn. I don't believe you're really gone. The sun rises for you. I said I'd always be here. Today I feel you near. You said, Teddy, I'll always be there with you. The weather is fine. The orange sunshine is pouring through the window today. The weather is fine. Sunshine is pouring through the window today. Thank you. I wrote that song about Fred for his birthday on the year after he passed away, and wrote it on the morning of his birthday. And I used to work at this place out in Joshua Tree called the Beatnik Cafe, and it was kind of a community center for the oddballs in the desert. There was a girl there that worked behind the counter making mochas and cappuccinos. And one day she came into work one day and she said her husband got deployed to Iraq. So I wrote this song for her. Where are the wives and kids alone? Why are all the wives and kids alone? See them shopping at the mall. Where are their husbands so strong and tall? Do they wonder when their daddy's coming home? Those helicopters for? What are all those helicopters for? I feel them overhead when I'm lying in my bed. Must be that they're flying off to war. So sad. Why are all the wives looking so sad? She was just a child herself, with a child beneath her belt. Now she's stuck without the only friend she had. helicopters for? What are all those helicopters for? They're out of my house when they're just flying across. Wonder what they do away at war. Tonight, why are all those women widows tonight? How do they tell their children that it's never coming home again? Somehow it just doesn't seem right. All those helicopters now? Where are all those helicopters now? How much do they cost? Are they worth more than we've lost? How does anyone ever win a war anyhow?
Robert Matsuda. Teddy, how did you get to the desert?
Uh-oh, the improvised part of the
Yeah.
show.
When's the first time you went up to Joshua Tree?
First time that I went to Joshua Tree was with Spaz Attack and Moshe Bracha and Kenny Malloy in about 1981 or 2 to make a little movie of Spaz Attack dancing on the rocks. Went back there about 6-7 years later for that harmonic convergence. Never found what was supposed to be happening there, but Jeremy and Gothic Harris and me and Jeff Morrison, and we went out there. And then Fred Drake and I started going out there quite often to get out of LA, just to go out there and go up to the...
I mean, did you guys think, so when you went to the harmonic convergence, I mean, so that was overtly like a spiritual thing. I mean, you guys were thinking, well, it's easier to find the spirit out amid the open space. What is it about that makes the desert like this?
Okay, that's kind of funny because I was working for Gay Girardi over at LAI Works at the time. Y'all know Gay? Yeah. Fantastic. Love Gay. And she was thinking about, she wanted to find out a good place to go for the harmonic convergence. She was thinking about going to Mera Baba's retreat in India. And then I said, well, maybe there's a place a little closer. That's about it.
Well, and slowly, it seemed over a period of years, more and more people started going up and more often.
It seemed like that. And then fast forward to early '93, and Fred Drake was really disappointed because he was supposed to be flown by APLA out to the Gay March on Washington, D.C., and so our friend Francesca loaned us her Jeep.
And this is Francesca Leah Block.
Yeah, she's a
great writer. Novels.
She's a great writer, and she loaned us her Jeep and said, well, take Fred out to the desert. . So we did. We went out to the desert, and
And then we were driving home and we saw a for rent sign and said 3 houses for rent. So Fred took one of them and created the Rancho de la Luna, and then Fred Burke took the second one. Hi, Fred. And then the third one, Francesca and I shared for a while.
And over a period of time, Ted and Elia and Fred and Victoria Williams started gathering together, not just visiting, but living, and orbiting around the Rancho de la Luna. Victoria Williams, ladies and gentlemen, give her a warm welcome.
I knew Vic from the Gaslight in Hollywood. That's where I met Vic. Gaslight.